You're watching Past Perfect, where history's most iconic figures return in vivid detail. The American Civil War was shaped not only by generals, but by rebels, reformers, and revolutionaries. Harriet Tubman, Frederick Douglass, Stonewall, Jackson, Clara, Barton, John Brown. Names etched in battle bravery and belief. But our number one remains the most controversial. A brilliant tactician, forever tied to hatred. That's why in this countdown, we begin at number 20 and work our way down through legends and legacies. With AI and real historical records, we reveal 20 Civil War figures who changed a nation. Let the countdown begin. Number 20. Belle Boyd, born in 1844, died in 1900. She was just 17 when she stepped into the shadows of war, a fearless Virginian with a gift for getting too close. Belle didn't fight with bullets, she fought with glances, gossip, and guts. She charmed Union officers and passed their secrets to the South. Captured and imprisoned more than once, she turned every scandal into a new chapter of her legend. After the war, she took the stage as a storyteller, dying in the spotlight where she always belonged. Boyd spied with beauty and fire, but number 19 vanished like a ghost. Stay tuned. Number 19. John Mosby, born in 1833, died in 1916. He struck like lightning and vanished like smoke, a Confederate guerrilla who became legend by disappearing. They called him the Gray Ghost for a reason. His raids tied down whole armies, then left no trace. Mosby led with speed, wit, and terrain on his side, and every ambush made the Union second-guess itself. After the war, he served the very government he once fought, a ghost who learned to walk in daylight. Mosby mastered shadows, but number 18 stood beside Lee in the light. Stay tuned. Number 18. James Longstreet, born in 1821, died in 1904. He was Lee's old warhorse, steady, loyal, and sharp. On the battlefield, he stayed calm when others broke. At Gettysburg, he warned against Pickett's charge, but history blamed him when the South lost the hill. After the war, he joined the Republicans and supported Reconstruction. To many Southerners, that made him a traitor. Longstreet stood by what he believed even when it cost him everything. A soldier to the end, but never just a follower. Longstreet stood his ground, but number 17 charged through disaster. Stay tuned. Number 17. Ambrose Burnside, born in 1824, died in 1881. He led with honor, but not always with success. At Fredericksburg, his frontal assault became a bloodbath. Men followed him because he cared, even when his orders led them into chaos. He was humble, honest, and never blamed others. But history remembered his mustache more than his maneuvers. The word sideburns came from his name, his legacy, half triumph, half trivia. Burnside left scars and style, but number 16 ruled the waves. Stay tuned. Number 16. David Farragut, born in 1801, died in 1870. He joined the Navy at 9 years old. By the Civil War, he commanded entire fleets. At Mobile Bay under fire and fog, he gave the order, "Damn the torpedoes full speed ahead." He captured New Orleans and split the South by sea. Fierce, fearless, and always ahead of the storm. He became America's first admiral and steered naval warfare into a new age. Farragut conquered oceans, but number 15 rode like thunder. Stay tuned. Number 15. J.E.B. Stuart, born in 1833, died in 1864. He rode with flare-plumed hat, red-lined cape eyes sharp as steel. The Confederacy's cavalier, fast and theatrical. His raids were bold, reckless, and effective. Lee trusted him to screen, scout, and strike. But at Gettysburg, Stuart rode too far, and Lee fought blind without him. He died in battle, defiant to the end, a legend on horseback, glorious and flawed. Stuart dazzled in the saddle, but number 14 stood firm on foot. The countdown continues. Number 14. Joshua Chamberlain, born in 1828, died in 1914. He was a college professor when the war called, so he traded books for a bayonet. At Gettysburg, he held the Union flank at Little Round Top. Outnumbered and low on ammo, he ordered a bayonet charge. His bold move saved the day, and may have saved the Union itself. After the war, he became governor of Maine, a scholar, a soldier, a symbol of courage. Chamberlain stood firm against the odds next to Sailor who defied them. Don't miss what's next. Number 13. George Meade, born in 1815, died in 1872. He took command just days before Gettysburg and faced Robert E. Lee at the war's turning point. 3 brutal days, thousands dead, but Meade held the line and turned the tide. Still fame passed him by, overshadowed by Grant, overlooked by history. Quiet, methodical, and loyal to the cause, he proved leadership doesn't need a spotlight. Meade stood his ground, but number 12 charged with fire. The story continues. Number 12. Philip Sheridan, born in 1831, died in 1888. He was small in stature, but fierce in spirit. His cavalry tore through the Shenandoah like a storm. Scorched earth was his calling card. He broke the South's back by burning its breadbasket. Sheridan chased Lee's army to the bitter end and helped seal the Union's final victory. Later, he shaped the post-war army and western frontier. Every command he gave hit like a thunderclap. Sheridan rode hard, but number 11 rode harder, coming up next. Number 11. Harriet Beecher Stowe, born in 1811, died in 1896. She never set foot on a battlefield, but her pen struck deeper than most rifles. In 1852, she published Uncle Tom's Cabin, a novel that exposed slavery's cruelty to the world. Its sold by the millions shook the North and enraged the South. Lincoln once called her the little lady who started this big war. She wrote to awaken hearts and sparked a fire that no army could contain. Stowe changed minds, but number 10 tried to change fate. Up next, a man who took justice into his own hands. Number 10. John Brown, born in 1800, died in 1859. He believed slavery was evil and justice couldn't wait, so he took up arms and spilled blood in Kansas. In 1859, he stormed the federal arsenal at Harper's Ferry, hoping to ignite a nationwide slave uprising. He was captured, tried, and hanged, but never apologized, not once. To some, he was a terrorist. To others, a prophet ahead of his time. Brown fought with fire, and the next 9 figures only burn brighter. You won't want to miss what's coming. Number 9. Elizabeth Van Lew, born in 1818, died in 1900. By day, she played the Southern socialite. By night, she ran a spy ring in the heart of Richmond. She pretended to be mad, crazy bet they called her, but her network leaked Confederate secrets straight to Union hands. She hid messages in hollow eggs-coated letters in visible ink, even placed spies inside the Confederate White House. Despised by her neighbors, honored by General Grant, she risked everything and never asked for glory. Van Lew moved in silence, but number 8 made history with a stolen ship. Let's keep going. Number 8. Robert Smalls, born in 1839, died in 1915. He was born into slavery, but never into silence. In 1862, he took destiny into his own hands. Smalls stole a Confederate ship from Charleston Harbor, sailed it past enemy guns, and delivered it to the Union. He freed his family and his crew in a single act of brilliance, then joined the Navy and fought for the very cause of freedom. After the war, he served in Congress 5 terms, proving courage doesn't end on the battlefield. Smalls changed his fate, but number 7 changed the way we treat the fallen. More to come. Number 7. Clara Barton, born in 1821, died in 1912. She rushed into battle without a weapon, only bandages, water, and unwavering resolve. Known as the angel of the battlefield, she cared for the wounded where the bullets still flew. Her presence saved lives, calmed fear, and brought hope. She treated friend and foe without hesitation. After the war, she founded the American Red Cross and turned mercy into a lasting institution. Barton healed the broken, but number 6 broke the chains. The countdown continues. Number 6. Harriet Tubman, born in 1822, died in 1913. She escaped slavery but never left others behind. Time and again she returned to the South to guide the way out. They called her Moses because she led hundreds to freedom without losing a single soul. But she didn't stop there. Tubman served as a nurse, a scout, and led a Union raid that freed over 700. Small in stature, unbreakable in will, her courage lit the path for generations. Tubman moved in shadows, but number 5 roared with words. Up next, a voice that still echoes. Number 5. Frederick Douglass, born in 1818, died in 1895. He was born enslaved but taught himself to read, and with every word he built his freedom. Douglass escaped, then spoke across the world. His voice thundered against slavery in halls, churches, and Congress. He advised Lincoln urged black men to enlist and challenged America to live up to its ideals. Through speeches, books, and defiance, he became the nation's conscience. Douglass spoke with fire, but number 4 marched with faith. Let's keep going. Number 4. Stonewall Jackson, born in 1824, died in 1863. At Bull Run, he stood like stone and earned a name that would echo through history. His marches were fast, his attacks unexpected. Union generals feared what they couldn't see. Devout and disciplined, his faith was unshakable. His men followed him without question. But at Chancellorsville, he was shot by his own troops, and the South mourned its sharpest sword. Jackson marched with conviction, but number 3 ended the war. Don't miss what's next. Number 3. Ulysses S. Grant, born in 1822, died in 1885. Quiet, modest, and underestimated, he let victories speak louder than words. Grant won at Vicksburg, Chattanooga, and Appomattox. Relentless pressure was his greatest weapon. Lincoln called him a fighter and trusted him to finish it. He brought Lee to surrender and the war to a close. Later as president, he battled corruption but held firm. Even in death, his memoirs became a monument to truth. Grant led with resolve, but number 2 laid the plan. More history ahead. Number 2. Winfield Scott, born in 1786, died in 1866. He fought in 1812, conquered in Mexico, and shaped the U.S. Army for half a century. Too old for the Civil War battlefield, but his mind was still sharp as steel. He crafted the Anaconda Plan, a slow squeeze that would strangle the Confederacy. Others laughed at first, then followed his map to victory. He saw the end long before the first shot. Scott planned the war, but number 1 still haunts it. Here comes the most controversial name of all. Number 1. Nathan Bedford Forrest, born in 1821, died in 1877. He rose from poverty to power, a cavalry genius feared by every Union line. Forrest moved faster than maps, winning battles through boldness and chaos. But his hands were stained at Fort Pillow, where surrendering black soldiers were slaughtered. After the war, he became linked to the Ku Klux Klan, a legend to some, a symbol of hate to others. Forrest ends our countdown, brilliant, brutal, unforgettable. You decide what history remembers. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Past Perfect for more history brought to life.